Good morning. Hello. Nice to see you. A little bit of a different background for me today. Yes, I've had to rearrange things in the house. It's very gloomy. I'm in a different room. The light's coming from a different way and I'm not liking it. Anyway, we shall persevere. This is only a temporary setup. Good morning. Hello. See, one of my uni kids is coming home, so she needed her room back that I was using for my office and my crochet spot, so I've had to move out. But it's only temporary. I've also got family coming around Christmas time, so we needed extra space. So until after Christmas, this is going to be me for my videos in this boring, plain wall. Maybe I should put something on the wall behind me, or something on the back of the chair at least. Anyway, it's all good. I still have a spot. Good morning. Hello. All right, so apart from moving out of my office, setting up all over the house, I have been busy this week, a lot of computer time, a bit of crochet time too, that's all good. I set my weekly email newsletter this week, which was all about my Sydney trip. Finally, like almost, well, it was the beginning of October, and I finally sat down and wrote about it. Anyway, it was good. It was actually really good to remind me. It wasn't all that long ago. I keep thinking it was July, which is just nuts. It wasn't. It was only the beginning of October. But yeah, it was really good to sit back and look through the photos. And it's really cool because a lot of the people who joined me in workshops in Sydney have now started finishing things that they started there. And they're showing me. So it's great. I love it. All right. Granny Square Flare news. So tomorrow I am going to be in Melbourne at Maker in Carlton, up in Lygon Street. I think I'm going to be having nice coffee tomorrow. So there's two workshops happening. They're both doing squares from the workshop. Happy Thanksgiving to you folk in the US. It's not something we do here, but I know a lot of people over there are. Yes, so we're doing two workshops. Both of them are doing squares from the book, but they're doing different squares. So they're doing 3 in the morning. We'll do 3 squares in the morning and 3 squares in the afternoon. I think there's one spot left in the morning session. So if you're free tomorrow in Melbourne, but I think there's more than one in the afternoon session. So if you and a friend or anything want to come along, there is plenty of room in the afternoon. So I would love to see you there. I can't wait to go and see Maker. It looks like a really lovely shop, and Emily's a really lovely person too. So that will be fun. Can't wait. Little Woolly, next Saturday, I am going to Hastings, over to Little Woolly, to do a workshop over there. I spoke to her this week and she's going to have something set up, but I think she's already got people on the waiting list ready to go. So when it does go up, be quick. Good morning. Crumbs Craft in Healesville in April next year. All of their information is live about the big weekend that I'm doing over there. It's amazing. It's going to be so much fun. There's workshops, there's dinner, there's sit and chats. It's a whole weekend spent doing crafty stuff at Crumbs Craft in Healesville. It's going to be fun. So I'll put a link down below to all these things later if you want to pop along. Yarn Trader in Adelaide. There's only 1 or 2 spots left in February when I'm going there. So get in quick if you're in Adelaide. Yes, but I'll put links to all of those workshop places down below a bit later on. I'm starting to just think, not organise, about next year. I've got a few things that need to happen before I can book in any dates. So I'm hoping to fit in a Sydney and a Brisbane trip next year. But yeah, I've got a few other things have to happen before that can happen. So we shall see what happens there. Yes, yay. As I said before, lots of people are starting to show me completed things from the book. I'm sure I will. I've seen one of the workshops I did in Sydney was at the Crafty Hive, and I think it was Janine sent me a photo this morning of her Melbourne wrap. She's finished it. I posted another one I saw finished on Instagram last week. I'll try. There's a couple of people who finished, who were in workshops with me in Sydney, who finished the heirloom blanket. So they've made every single square in this book and have joined them all up. Ursula made, I made 56 for my blanket. I should know where it is by now, shouldn't I? but Ursula made hers 8 by 8, so she did an extra, whatever that is, she did 64 squares, so she made this one, and it's looking awesome. So it's really cool to see some finished projects popping up. And a few people are making their own thing. They're turning squares into their own scarves and cowls and things. So it's really, really cool. So if you want to see some of those things, you can search Instagram, the Granny Square Flair book tag, or if you're in my Facebook group, there's a few things popping up there as well. It's all cool. All right, enough about that. All right, beneath the surface, my crochet along project for next year, starting in January. This monster. Oh, I'm actually going to put it on me because it's really cold. We had 32 degrees or something ridiculous on Monday, and it's been like 14 or 13 the last couple of days. You've had the fire on. It's just nuts. It shouldn't be like this at this time of year. Anyway, so yes, so all of the yarn information is now available. So if you want to go yarn shopping and you are wanting to use Bendigo Wool and Mills cotton, now is a really good time because it's actually on special. You'll save $3 a ball, I think. So go, I'll put a link down below later. I sent an email to everyone who signed up to my Cal emails with all the yarn info. It's also on the blog. I'll put a link to below later. There's also the PDF. You can pre-order the PDF for the whole pattern. Like the Cal is free, totally free. It'll be on the blog and in the emails. But if you want it all in one document with the added bonus of charts and everything being in one place, one document, that's the round by round photos, the hints and tips, the links to the videos, everything up front before the Cal even starts. You can pre-order the PDF now, which is great because it gives me a bit of support too. Yes, so I'll put a link to that below. There will be ebook versions for Kindle, Kobo, all that kind of thing, but that'll just be later. I will let you know when they're available if that's the kind of thing you want. So that's my main focus now, working on getting all the PDFs and the ebooks done. It's almost there, almost all there. I'm really pleased because I want to be able to tick it off and move on. Yes, so that's that. All right, this week also I have posted, pardon me, my book review. I don't have the actual book to show you because I only had a PDF version to review. Rochelle Karoma's book, The Art of Crochet Blankets. So I made these little motifs from it. There's a blanket. This is like one square, and then there's these square. It's not a square, is it? Hexagon. And then there's flowers that make up. It's called Colour Garden, the blanket in there. I just, whenever I review something, I want to try something at least from the book so that I can assure you that, yes, the patterns make sense, it's not hard to understand and all that sort of thing. But the thing that's different about this book is Rochelle has written it with her inspiration as the main focus of the book. So there are 6 artists who work in different mediums featured in the book, and Rochelle's designed 3 projects for each of them, each artist based on their work. So there's a weaver, there's a cement tile person, there's a digital artist, fabric designer, quilter, and one more I can't remember. Anyway, so each of the artists, Rochelle takes a piece of their work and then she's created a blanket based on it. And Rochelle does some really cool stuff with the way she does things all in one, joins things. It's really, really interesting. And she has a lot of explanation about how the artwork led to the blanket as well, which I found really interesting as a designer. So, but anyway, if you want to read my review of the book, I will put a link down below to it. It's up on my blog. So yes, another cool book. There's so many crochet books out this year. It's really cool. Yeah, but it's interesting. It's different to anything you will see, I'm sure. Yes, what else? Now, last week I hinted at something super exciting for me. And I can now tell you because it's official. Now, you know, you've probably heard that I am going on a cruise. I'm teaching on a cruise to Hobart in January next year. So it's a 4-night adventure on the Carnival Legend where I'll be teaching the Mayan pattern in January with Joe Patton is the travel agent, and Paula Storm is her sister. Hello, there's Zika the Devil. Hello, Joe. Joe's watching. So yes, I'm going on this teaching in January. It's going to be fun. But at the same time that this one was released, this cruise was released, which is with Deirdre from the UK. And I wanted to go as soon as I heard about it, but I couldn't. The way my family is, I couldn't leave the family. I couldn't. There was no way I could actually do it. But then now things have changed, and I can with my family arrangements, but it was all sold out. But then somebody has changed their arrangements, and so there was a space, and so now I'm going. Thank you, Joe. I'm so excited. So 2 cruises in 2 months. But this one is New Zealand. It's 10 nights, and we're going to go all around Milford Sound and all the beautiful touristy places, Wellington, Picton. We'll go to the Ashford factory, spinning and weaving things. So yay, so exciting for me. I can't wait either, Joe. I'm really, really excited. I was really, really disappointed that I couldn't go when I first came out, but now that I'm going, it's like, yay. Oh, are you really, Sandra? Well, there you go. We're going to have heaps of fun together. Sandra's just saying that she's going on both. Yay. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, exciting for me. And I'm going, and I'll be able to do the workshops with Deirdre as well, and meet her and hang out. It's going to be fantastic. So, yay. All right, I had an email this week. A little while back I spoke about there's 3 squares that I'd done for a book that's going to have 100 squares in it with designers from all around the world, and I had sent them off to Belgium. Well, I got an email this week saying they haven't arrived and the deadline's kind of passed. So I was like, okay, I'll make them all again. So I made them all again. Lucky I had enough yarn left over. And then I got another email saying, hang on, they've arrived. So I didn't have to post these ones. Thankfully, they did arrive, but phew. Anyway, it's good for me to have these samples as well. So I've got, when the book comes out, I'll be able to show you these. So it's not going to come out till next year. So I thought it was funny. In the mail this week, I got yarn. I got some Bendigo Wool and Mills cotton. Surprise, surprise, it's blue. Kind of like bowling balls, and you put your thumbs in them. So I've got the parchment and the Arctic, which was a new colour last year, I think. Why is it gone out of focus? Sky, which I've used a lot of. I used this to make Siren's Atlas patterns, all in one colour last year. Year before, can't even remember. Anyway, that one. But there's this new colour here called Blue Ice. So I'm going to have a bit of a play. Like, you know, these are my colours, the 3 things. I'm going to have a play with these and see what happens. Because I shouldn't be, but I can't help myself. I've started thinking about my book for next year. Shh. No more on that. Yeah, so it might be that I might be able to use Bendigo cotton for it if my plan comes together. So yay. What else have I been doing? I've almost finished something. I haven't shown you this for a while, but I've been working on it for a year because I started making it for my daughter when she was going to go to uni. But anyway, so that was the start. It's sort of upside down. And now I have, sorry, it's huge. Finished it. Well, that was bound to happen. Sorry about that. Yes, so I have finished the length of it, but the way this blanket, it's by Julie Little Woolly, her mixed stripy, I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll put a link to it later. She just left all of her ends, and then she's done an edging that encases the ends, which I am going to do. And I've started doing it about 3 times, but I've unpicked it all because because they've got so many different stitches, it is a bit uneven on the edges. Like the stitch counts will work and everything, but because of the different patterns, some bits are really straight and it's fine, whereas other bits have some dips. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to block this. It's machine washable wool, Bendigo luxury wool. So I'm actually going to block it and then I'm going to do the edging. It's just going to make it a bit easier and I will be happier with the end result. So yes, so I'm so pleased. I'm almost finished. Now this is the child who is coming home from uni. So maybe I'll have it finished before she gets home. It can be on her bed when she comes home, maybe. Anyway, I think I'm going to focus on that for my email next week, Work in Progress Wednesday. Hopefully it'll be blocked by then. We'll see. Anyway, yay, crochet time. That's it. All right. Questions that I've had this week. So Mum was having trouble unsubscribing from my emails. If you want to unsubscribe, unsubscribe. I do not want to be a pain in your inbox. I've been doing it myself this week because I've had email drama last week. I've just tried to declutter a little bit. So every time an email comes up from someone that I'm just not interested in anymore or I don't have brain space to deal with, I've just been unsubscribing all week. I will not be offended. It's okay. You can always resubscribe later on if you want to, but someone was having trouble and that's fine. You shouldn't have trouble. There's just an subscribe link you can click. But if it doesn't work for some reason, contact me, email me, and I will do it manually for you. No drama whatsoever. It's all good. Let me see, what else? And the other question that I get probably at least once a week, what colour yarns, what sort of yarn do you use for these? Now this is actually Yarn and Colours cotton I use for these, but the ones that you would have seen for Siren's Atlas or that kind of stuff is this yarn, Cascade Ultra Pima Cotton. The colours are turquoise, aqua, ice, and natural. That's it. I think I should just have that on my forehead or something. I'm sure I write it everywhere, but obviously people aren't seeing where I put the information. Yeah, so that's about it. So what's happening for the next little while, I'm heading to Melbourne this afternoon, or today sometime, to go for Maker tomorrow. Do a little bit of Christmas shopping maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen next week. I'm a bit up in the air. There's a few things happening, not crochet-wise. I will have to do my Facebook Live next Thursday because of stuff going on. And I might have to miss a week. Things are going to be a bit crazy for the next little while. So anyway, that's that. Does anybody have any questions, any comments, want to know anything? Just ask away, and if I don't see it now, I can answer it later on in the comments or next week. Yeah, I think that's it. So have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow at Maker. If not, I'll see you next Thursday. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Bye.